Okay, so welcome along to my second ever AI race in iRacing. The first race, which is linked below, was just set on standard settings pretty much. I tweaked some of the weather and bits like that, but the difficulty, which I'm particularly interested in, was set to a spread between 25 and 50%. So it was quite a low skill level, and we did actually work our way through the pack relatively easily. So I've turned it up a bit. We've gone up to a skill level between 50 and 80%. So it should be a little bit harder. It'll be interesting to see, kind of what happens here. Um, we've had a bit of practice now, having had that first race. So feeling a little bit more confident. Hopefully, won't spin out on the first lap. Um, let's see what they're made of. We're going to try and push them a bit here and see what they do. So let's get cracking.
The track temp is
All right.
28 Celsius.
So here we are.
Okay,
We elected to start
ready.
at the back of the grid again. It's a 20-car grid again.
Green, green, green. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
Okay, he backed out there eventually.
Right side, clear right, car right.
So we've still got this problem where it's quite common in a lot of racing games and simulations where cars tend to sort of queue patiently to make their way around the corner, especially at the start of the race before the field spreads. So we've actually managed to jump up a good kind of, 7 or 8 positions there without really having to do anything. That is a frustration for me with driving against AI opponents.
Still there.
Okay, he gave me room. He gave me more room than he needed to, that's for sure. Right, tyres are still cold. We're on the new tyre model in the Porsche. I don't really drive the Porsche much. We're on the new tyre model, and we're on a brand new Lime Rock Park. So I'm kind of setting myself a bit of a challenge here. So you'll have to excuse my driving. Got to get those excuses in early. Right, so yeah, definitely seeing cars being kind of later on the brakes. They're still really being quite cautious. He cut me right off there. I mean, I'm being pretty cautious as well, especially over that hill. What's he doing? He's pretty much sticking to his line. Let's see what he does if I come up here now.
Hold your line.
Yeah, he backed out of that. Still going quite hard here. It's good. And this feels much more realistic, I have to say.
Still there. Clear left, P9.
Nearly lost it there. So we're up to P9, we're halfway through the field. I took my time on the last race, so I only got to about P7 before we ran out of time. It's a 10-minute race. So I'm sort of trying to work my way up a little bit quicker this time. One thing I did notice at the end of the last race that I didn't note for the video was actually the top 6 cars that finished ahead of me hadn't actually changed position. There was no lead changes. So the first 6 cars on the grid were the 6 cars that finished in that order, which obviously isn't. Sorry. Which isn't, particularly indicative of a kind of realistic race in my view. It might just have been a fluke or whatever, but something I wanted to highlight as maybe not being entirely realistic. Right, we're definitely having trouble catching up now on some of the cars. My terrible driving probably to blame here. Tyres are getting warm now, so we can push a little bit more. Oh, we got Tony Gardner up ahead in 6th at the moment. No, I did it. Whew. Yeah, you might recognise, if you're a follower of iRacing, you might recognise some of the names in the grid. I've seen a Nimcross, and I've seen a Steve Myers. So if you follow iRacing, you might know who they are. Yeah, definitely like having trouble catching up now. Push. What's the fastest lap? I don't think I'm actually even saying the right thing, so just interested to know what the lead car's doing. I think the car that finished first in the last race did a 54th flat, although there was a slightly faster lap from another driver. Yeah, I'm going to have to concentrate for a bit now.
Half distance. We're looking good for fuel.
We're halfway through. We're halfway through the grid as well. I'm just going to concentrate for a bit and try and make up some time here. We've got a fairly loose setup here, to be honest. Stay off those curbs. Yeah, so this is definitely more challenging than the last race. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But I still do kind of, really get the sense that I'm racing AI. They're all quite muted, they're all quite kind of robotic's the wrong word, but I don't kind of there's been no crashes, there's been no sort of incidents to speak of. Haven't really seen any like side by side, or those are the kind of things that I'm looking for, that would really sort of, certainly if I was a player of the game, I was a bit rusty, I've taken a few months off. You want to kind of be able to step in and kind of get a real sense of the action. Might be a bit nervous stepping in an online race. Let's get some practice here with the AI. And I feel like we've got part of that, but we haven't got the whole picture. And this is one of the sort of spins that iRacing are putting on it. They're sort of promising, well, their stats show that they have X number of users of iRacing that are currently subscribed and using the service, but that aren't joining official races. Now, a good number of those are probably doing league races, maybe, I don't know. But they're suggesting that the AI could be a great way for people to sort of get more confident, so that they will get into online races. And I suggest that if they're trying to achieve that, they need to sort of, there needs to be more action, there needs to be more things happening, crashes and unexpected things side by side. And I don't really get the sense that Dano ahead here is really chasing Nathan down, or pushing. Right, it's taken me a good amount of time to catch up with this guy, so we definitely know that the skill level is higher, as we hoped, so that's good. But what's Dano going to do when I do this?
Left side. He's still there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's fighting.
Still there.
He is fighting. Good man, Dano. Oh, yeah, so that was the racing experience I was looking for. Well, it's the racing experience I'm used to. So, I could soldier on, but I think I've probably made my point. you know, I think I stand by what I was just saying before I got into that really nice little tussle with the orange car.
Fastest lap for Henry,
You know, I haven't seen a single
52.04.
crash yet. I haven't really seen much sort of change in position. I can see that the fastest lap from the number one car was 52. That's like 2 seconds, you know, second and a half quicker than the last. You know, when the difficulty was down at maximum of 50%, it's up at 80% now. So the cars are definitely pushing harder. I can see there's some changes in position. So we've got cars that are up and down. We've got a car there was 4 cars up. It's just actually that might have been me. But yeah, so you know, it's definitely more. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some lap times. Put in some seat time. Get comfortable in the Porsche. Try and find a setup that works better for me. Yeah, I'm using Brands Hatch setup at the moment, so that's not great. Yeah, you know, I think it's exciting. It's interesting, but I'm not in an online race, and is that good for iRacing? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like the video, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe. Hit the bell, and you'll get a little notification when I go live with the video. If that's what you want, that would be amazing. Yeah, have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.